have that not happen.
Hell yeah, for sure. It'd be better when it's just straight through, but
Yeah,
you know
man,
how
some
they go.
bullshit, bro. The fucking technology, the evil technology.
Hell yeah. But what's the word, TLP?
Well, that's good, dude. My God in the flesh. You're glitching a little bit. You're glitching a little bit. I'll put it that way. Just a little bit visually, but your audio sounds good.
Hell,
Let's see.
let me see. Oh, good.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, for sure. Quiviante, what's that word,
What's
gang?
up, Quill? Can't get distracted looking
Yep.
at the followers, the viewers and shit.
Everybody been working on the. Everybody been wanting this interview. My God.
Yeah, brother. I'm curious.
You
Yeah,
been,
I've never done an interview, so I figured it's about time, man.
yeah, for sure, because you've been doing your thing.
Yeah, I've been doing this shit forever,
Shit,
bro.
like you've been doing it. Like I've known about you since 2020.
2020. That's about the time.
Yeah, 2020, 2021. Yeah,
Exactly.
probably like, yeah. You've been going crazy ever since. So let everybody know where you coming from. Like where you from?
Born and raised Spartanburg, South Carolina, man. South Carolina.
Okay, that's like the what? Is that like the city? City?
Bro, it's a county, you know what I mean? Like there's the downtown Spartanburg and then there's the county Spartanburg. I was like right on the edge of it.
Okay. You grew up what? Two parent household, single parent household.
Man, this thing's charged up. You gotta excuse me. Nah, bro. So I grew up. Let's see. Ever since I was born, really, I was like with my grandparents. So
Okay.
like, I did have an older brother, and so like, he lived for a little bit. He was with my mom and my biological dad for about
Okay.
3 years. They were together. You know what I mean? And then I was born because he's 3 years older than me. Ever since I was born, I never knew my dad. So yeah, I was raised by my grandparents, and in my mind, like I was always with them. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
my mom be telling me, she says, "Oh, you know," she tries to say that I was with her, but I was with my grandparents. So in a
Hey,
way, you know what I mean? In a way, two parents, but you know, grandparents. If you know
with
how that
grandparents,
goes.
yeah. Like that's what you would say, like your grandparents.
That fucking grandparents, and they adopted me,
Oh, okay, okay. So how was it like you like growing up in school? What type of kid was you?
dude. I'll be like straight up with you. I'm smart as fuck.
Hey,
Like,
them
yeah,
folks
I just
that.
had it my way, dude. I can like legitimately say it was like I just kind of like just woke up, walked in there, and it was like I used to feel like I knew shit before like before I knew stuff. Like I'd like know words before I knew them and knew how to spell them and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, bro. So in the beginning, like up until like I can legitimately up until I was like in fifth grade when I started skateboarding. That was the only time that like I kind of just your motivations and things like that like
Mm-hmm.
change and your perspective. You're growing, you got your hormones going crazy and shit, and so you 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 go from being whatever you were as a kid or whatever, and then with the more shit you go through, that's gonna like sculpt you into who you are. You know what I mean? So
Right. So you grew up skateboarding.
yeah, man. I was skateboarding before I really even knew about it because if you know skateboarding, it's kind of like you can always relate it to other shit. Like you can relate skateboarding to the rap shit. You can relate basketball as
Mm-hmm.
well. But like skateboarding, there's like there's before you're skating and then there's after. Like when you're really into it, there's like from the outside. You know what I mean? You're like, hey, Tony
Yeah.
Hawk, Bam Margera, and shit. And then when you
Okay.
really get in there and you really start skating, you know what I mean? Like you learn the underground culture, which is what it is.
Yeah, like far as the
That
music and
underground shit.
everything.
Yeah, no, well, music is kind of funny. Like I wasn't like I said, I was like a real smart kid. Like I was like a nerdy ass smart kid all the way up until like fifth grade, and it was like I just kind of like intentionally chose to like to kind of like divert from that. But
Yeah, that's when you start glowing up. Like, you get into that you growing, like you smelling yourself, as they say.
exactly like I said, you start to, and then you got to think about how you're perceiving yourself, and
Hmm.
you're young and you don't know shit, and like that's really how it is. I feel like you got to go through stuff to learn stuff, like 100%.
Yeah, definitely life experiences for sure. You ain't play no
But
sports in
it's
school or anything?
yeah, dude. Like I'll be like I said, skateboarding. Eventually, that's what I really clicked onto, like with skateboarding. But that wasn't until I was older. When I was young, like my grandfather, he's like that typical like masculine hard ass, but you know what I mean? Like fucking it was like having a damn army fucking captain shit be my that's how I felt
Hmm.
like I was living with the damn army guy because it was like curfew and this that and the other and especially when I was young when I started getting older they like you have a little bit more autonomy but
Okay.
so I can
You
say
got a
that
little
that
bit more
shit
freedom.
definitely yeah but like as far as music it's like interesting because like I can distinctively remember I was like in third grade and I was hanging out with some of my smart ass friends and shit. I literally say that because we were like they separate. You know how they do that with the smart kids, fucking
Uh-huh.
separate you and shit. So I was like, yeah, with my smart ass friends, and like I was like, bro, what kind of music do I like? I like that Lord of the Rings music. You know that fucking like when they were about to have a battle,
Oh
and it was
yeah,
like the
like the
fucking
like the
orcs.
anthem type shit.
It was operatic, like orchestral and shit. And I was like,
Hmm.
I can remember but that was before I really like grasped like I didn't even really have a like as we say like feeling yourself and shit like that. Like I wasn't really like developed as I was gonna be. So I could like I can't even like lie. You know when you're a kid, you're like, but you're not even into music yet. But you're like, oh,
Hmm.
I know that Elvis Presley song, or I know whatever from your
Yeah,
parents
like
and
you
shit.
hear a lot of different songs and sounds and shit.
Yeah, I wasn't. I feel like I was a late bloomer in a lot of shit, like in music as well. It wasn't until I ended up getting into it myself. You know what I mean? And by then I was like on that prepubescent shit. Like I said, I was like starting skateboarding about
Hmm.
13, 14.
What was your
And
what was you listening to in the household? Like your grandparents and your parents?
damn, so all right, Elvis Presley on that end, bro. Like
He said Elvis
I could
Presley.
definitely say because like yeah, I definitely would say Elvis Presley. Like
Hell nah, not
there was
Elvis.
motherfucking what was that song? Blue Suede Shoes and shit like that. Like but like they weren't really into music. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't. I think my grandmother she was into shit like Janis Joplin, others
Hmm.
like hippie stuff, bro. Like like. But I really don't even know because like they weren't really into like playing music. Like it was just most of I can look at it now and like most of my music like idea and understanding would come from like what I was watching on the television or you know what I mean like at school in these music
Hmm.
classes even though like
Just
the
being around
music
your
like
friends.
because it's like for me like when you're a kid you're in the chorus and obviously like I never took to singing or anything you know what I mean like
Hmm.
I'm not and I will tell I'm not a fucking singer like
You
I
know how
hate
to
my
fucking
voice I'm one of those people that hate my voice and that's probably why I'm such a big like I like to produce but even if somebody would say that like oh your voice whatever your voice I'm like nah you don't hear it how I hear it it's just one of those things like you just can't escape that's why producing is so funny and like so fucking cool in a way to me like make some shit that impresses yourself like that's really where I'm at now
Cause I
but I
seen you be making songs too. You ain't about to slide by just talking about you just like
no like
producing.
that's like that's where I started sometimes like I can literally divulge like so when I was like skateboarding or whatever fifth grade I did play alto saxophone this is when it started to develop I actually played the alto
Okay.
saxophone for like 3 years and I was fucking good at it, but I hated the first of all, my music teacher was a total dipshit. Like I can tell you some funny stories about him. He was such a dipshit. This is the kind of story I can get to real quick. He was such a dipshit that he like eventually at some point his fiance came over and she was like in the same like job as him. You know what I mean? She was like band teacher or shit. And she
What
came
the
over to be
fuck?
a substitute teacher. And then they were getting married, and he was like, "Bro," looking at them, I was like, "Well, they were probably miserable." But she ended up cheating on him later, and that's just a
Toxic as
funny ass
hell.
story. I'm like that little fucking like oh man, yeah, he was like what you would think a cuck would be, bro. He seemed like that. But anyway, so
That
he
shit
kind of
wild.
ruined that whole experience. Yeah, like he ruined that whole experience. Like that happened a number of times with like things I was into, like in school and
Mhm.
shit. Like I have a teacher who was like, "Fuck that shit up."
Damn, just discouraged you like a motherfucker.
Yeah, cause I used to act, man. Like I was originally that was one of my first. I was like, I was fucking, a fucking actor and shit. Cause I'm like, I'm funny. So like that's really
So you
where
wanted to be an actor?
that's what I was. Yeah, dude, I was like not cap. Like for my whole up until like 10th grade, that's when I had to divert. I was like, I gotta do something different because this fucking bitch, man, this literally this and that's like when you get to that high school years, that's when you're really gonna be affected by that, like
Yeah, like you
these
started. Yeah,
fucking interactions are gonna you don't even realize it because our American school system is so stupid. But like, you know what I mean? By
definitely
then, for
got
me,
it.
it was like high school was complete bullshit. Like as far as like doing school, like I
hmm
did not take it seriously. Like I was like I call it self sabotage. Like
So you did graduate, right?
yeah, I graduated.
Okay.
I graduated.
That's what's
I
up.
got I got like high school diploma and then I have two other degrees. Like I got associate's degree and then a bachelor's degree.
Okay. That's what's up. Oh yeah, you is smart as fuck.
Dude, it was on and off, man. Like it was like I did high school. I didn't miss a year, so like, I graduated on time and shit.
Okay,
But
yeah, that's what's up.
then like with the college stuff, it was a little bit spaced out. Like you know what I mean? So like
Are you
because
like
like
taking semesters off and going back and forth?
yeah, there was a
Type
time
deal.
like I took like at first it was because I was like fucked off. You know what I mean? Young as hell, like fucking.
Hmm
I'll say this from being a college student. Most motherfuckers like in college, like they all are gonna fail out like right off the bat. Like yeah,
Hell
bro.
no, the query I
I
just
had a
said.
friend, bro.
He said he
It
ain't-
was funny.
he said he didn't
What?
even know you went to college.
What
he,
does it even matter? Yeah, it's like, bro, like, yeah, because it's like,
he said he's smart as hell. He
what?
said he's a smart kid.
I did that shit easy as fuck too, bro. But I could get all into the stories, like, because like I said, it was really like self sabotage. And then
Mm,
like when I didn't take it until I started taking it seriously again. That's when I
mm,
like I just went in and I knocked it out. But there was a bit of time because I had shit occur to me in life, like you know what I mean. Like I was on a trajectory, like I said, I was like the smartest fucking kid ever, and I don't just because to me, just because you're like getting straight A's and stuff, like that's not a real like a complete like genuine guarantee of shit. You know what I mean? Like
right.
some of the smartest kids, and I'll attest to this. Like, a smart kids are some of the dumbest fuckers you ever met. Like, excuse the French, because like even my brother would always say this to me. He'd be like, "Dude, you're like book smart, but like you don't have any common sense." Like,
Yeah, like it
I was
is a
like,
total
but I'm
difference
awesome.
though. Like street
Yeah, bro.
smart, all that shit come into play.
And you gotta, yeah, and like if you're interested in that shit, like I said, like my curiosity killed a cat in my life, bro. Like I was always like, putting test the waters and shit. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, straight up.
So when did
Vape
you
break.
like when did you start getting into producing?
Dude, I literally I was producing like the first times I started making beats like I was even in high school and I don't know how I heard about FL Studio but I heard about this like something like I think my older brother somehow put me onto it
What
and
year
it was
was
like
this?
we just got the what
What year was this?
oh bro this was probably like 2012 and shit or something like that
Oh, okay.
like a long time ago before like music wasn't even developed. So like I couldn't even be like this whole underground shit was not even like born yet. You know, this is back like as far as like the genre of music,
Hmm
it was much more like you know what I mean. Like Lil Wayne was like a milli type shit. Like if I
Yeah,
remember correctly,
yeah,
that's probably a little bit before then.
yeah. Because I
I
wasn't
don't even
listening to no
remember Wiz
underground then.
Khalifa, like Wiz Khalifa. You know what I mean? That I think that was kind of I can't
Yeah,
even
it was
remember
like
shit right.
Wiz, Young Thug,
Yeah, dude.
uh, shit like that.
Dead ass. But yeah, so like we got the demo version of FL Studio, and like I was just making sounds like because like I
Hmm
said, I never like I couldn't remember like yeah I played the saxophone, I learned how to read that music, but that's not something that's like sticks with you
Right.
like you know what I mean. So but like auditorily, I think I had that gift to like I can like I picked up the I'll say it like this: when I really started to like make the beats myself was like I was like 12th grade or some shit like that, and I was hanging out with my friends because like I wanted to rap. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like the name came, I came up with this rap name like Oh My God Kid,
Oh,
and
so
so
I
like
seen that. So that was you.
if you ever did, yeah, yeah, I was like Oh My God Kid, and
Damn.
and as stupid as it, yeah, but so I like literally made friends who recorded music, whatever kind of music it was. I didn't like I made friends with these guys who were playing alternative music, like rock music or whatever. And just to
Hmm.
get into the studio, and like so I started hanging out with them, and they would record stuff, and it was really terrible music, if you will, whatever. But there was a lot of shit I learned like straight up. I learned hands on, like I learned how to like I would kind of direct them, you know what I mean? Be like, yo, this is what I
Hmm.
want to do, like this is how like so I kind of like I saw that I learned that like fucking ability I was like, I learned to have a little effect, but also I learned to play. I was like playing on the piano. I just learned how to play that shit a little bit with my ears, and then
Okay.
I watched my friends use the software, and from that on, like years after that, like because I used to not make. It wasn't like when I was starting producing, I wasn't like doing it every day. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I would
You
make
just
a
doing it
beat
here and
like
it was like a hobby.
yeah, something like that. Like
Oh, we got a troll.
yeah, I know I saw that, but it's probably AI, bro. Like, these days.
Man. So you started off on the FL. That was the first software you ever tapped into?
Yeah, bro, that's the first and only really that I ever fucked with. It was so old though, so it was the beginning, FL. I still use an old ass FL. Like primarily, I use FL12, and all the other producers they
Damn.
use the contemporary FL24, which I have. I got both of them, but I
Yo,
just
what's good,
use
Kenny?
Happy Gilmore. I'll shout out to that name. That's a good name, good movie.
Hey, hit
Adam
that like
Sandler.
button. Y'all just tapping in. And sub to this channel.
Yes, sir.
And
Sub
y'all
up.
go share this live too. So how did you like come up with your whole sound?
Dude, best answer is like fucking trial and error. You know what I mean? Like trial and error, like just
Hmm.
making beats and shit. Like, cause like I wouldn't know when the sound developed. I can remember like when I first got into the underground, like got my first like touch was like when I met like Keo and fucking Loud Pack DT and shit. This is where it first
Hmm.
started. Like like I have a long story about all
Yeah.
of this stuff. I'll tell you frankly, I'm also a very polarizing person. Like just even in my own individual life, like I don't know what it is. I'm a little polarizing. You either fucking like me or you don't type shit. I feel, and
Right.
I just noticed that. But so in the music shit, that also has reared its fucking head. You know what I mean? It's just I be getting into it with people even if I don't necessarily mean to. But anyway, like so my first intro, like I was like I met Keo and DT a long time ago. This was probably like
Hmm.
2019 and shit. Is before I even graduated like my 4 year degree. I was kind of doing that at the same time, and I was making a beat like every week or like every 2 weeks. I'd make a beat, and I couldn't remember because I was like going to design school, and
Hmm.
in my mind I was like I'm gonna do this design school and get this diploma and go and like do the internship and then get the degree and get that job. But obviously in reality it's like that shit. I noticed I was like as far as what I wanted to do, I was like I'm doing this design stuff which I still use now. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
like I've always been artistic. Like I'm fucking doing art. Like that's really what I do. I can do any kind of art. Like I can sculpt. I can do all sorts of shit. But I was like, man, dude, I can like when I'm making a beat, I don't have to press myself because when I did design projects, you have to sit there with the client. You gotta listen to their fucking shit. You gotta. I literally would have to do like 'cause I did design work for a design company like while I was in school.
Mm-hmm.
I did that for like 6 months or like actually a year or so. You know what I mean? Like my last year, I'd be forgetting and shit because I don't pay. If I don't need to know this stuff, I'm not gonna even keep it on my mind. Like
Right. Yeah.
that's the
Pay
kind
too
of
much
person I am.
attention to it.
So like in life in general, there's like shit. I'm like, if I don't need to remember it, like I'm not gonna waste my time with it.
Exactly. Yeah. For sure.
And
I
that
understand that.
that ass.
So how long does it take you to make beats? Like.
It can depend, dude. Like, all right, like there was a time when I first started. Like, we'll just start from like 2021 because like I looked at my SoundCloud and stuff, and technically, that's like when all my music started to drop. I do believe like I had my SoundCloud since like 2016.
Mm-hmm.
But like there was at some point, in SoundCloud, if y'all are fucking with SoundCloud, then y'all know all of the updates and all of the inside the glitches and shit that they went through. And they did something to where because I can distinctly remember I was like I started dropping in like 2019 if I remember correctly. But
Okay.
at some point like in the recent it was like 2 years ago or something, they had glitched where your insights was all fucked up. And ever since then there was like noticeable I do believe they like swiped me of all of the up until 2021 basically. But that really doesn't affect me anyway because like I still that you know what I mean. Like I have over 1 million streams on fucking SoundCloud, so like that's really where I got my feet
Mm-hmm.
in. You know what I mean? Like I'm like a SoundCloud producer, if you will. As far as like that, now I'm trying to upload everything on all platforms and shit. But
Oh
SoundCloud,
yeah,
that's what I fuck with.
yeah. You definitely got some slaps on your shit on your page.
Yeah, bro, I
like
love I love SoundCloud.
like with a
I love
variety
it.
of artists too, like
I
different
tried to.
sounds. Like so I fuck with that.
Yeah, because you talked about like my sound, and it's like I can't even really tell you like there's like what sound would there be because like there's anything I make is gonna have that distinctive my god sound like it like
Mm-hmm.
especially the drums and any producers will tell you they're like yeah like my god drums or something it's just because it'll have that thing but there's nothing necessarily just because like I can make all sorts of types of stuff so I think I'm boxed into like technically like a dream plug
Mm-hmm.
producer or something but like I can make it all. And I think a lot of my really biggest shit, like my surprising stuff like that when I send to like OG Pro, True and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
like that's like a more mature I honestly believe I have a more like ability to do like a mainstream type of sound. A lot of my like I have some pretty weird industrial complex beats that are like I don't know how you would describe it other than that.
Oh, you got something like you ain't really like let out the vault yet.
I will do it. I mean I got so much shit in the vault. Like I've let shit out. Like you know what I mean. Like I just can't say that I have one particular sound or style really.
So how long does it take you to make a beat?
Right now, I'm taking more time. Like I used to sit down and do it in like 20 minutes, but
Mm-hmm.
it also depends on how long I'm gonna make it. Because like when I first started getting into this shit, it was like I was influenced by Pierre Bourne, so like there were some really quick beats, and I was making like 1 minute 19-second beats.
Okay.
And when you do that it kind of opens you up for like some like it's interesting because you don't I wasn't like having to make it to be so complex to where it's not repetitive so because like
Mm-hmm.
we're making beats and shit so I was always like tr- trying to find a way to not make it too repetitive you know what I mean like even though it's like that's how we do shit we do it in a 16 beat form or however you lay it out you know what I mean like
Okay.
everybody produces differently so
Yeah. And you can tell by like how they different patterns and everything.
but now dude like for a beat like solo beat like I mean if I have to I can do it in 30 minutes but like I like to at least give myself an hour honestly what I like to do now is like wake up lay the chords like I'll wake up and lay some fucking chords like start it
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean like lay the vibe of it like because I might like this is how I'll do it I'll wake up and be like what BPM and then what vibe like happy like what because I have to force myself to make that type of shit because
Right.
like every time I make some shit like this is what I want to make like I want to make some shit like this. Like this is what I'm working on right now.
Okay.
My God, Like so, like that's the kind of stuff that like I don't know how to categorize or anything, but yeah, I'll be liking that type of shit. So,
Yeah, like the smooth, vibey.
I guess you say ambient, dude, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, like ambient type
Ambient, yeah.
for sure.
Uh,
Let's see, you
but
sent
dude,
me
that's why I
there.
think like as a co-prod and stuff, when I co-prod that shit, those are
Mm,
my favorite beats personally of mine ever. Are like the labs, even though
yeah.
like a lot of my, I'll be frank, like at this point, I'm like a really skilled. I'm really skilled at what I'm doing now. Like, so like that's how I would describe like my even my solo beats. Like they're like I've just done it so much. Not that I'm like you know what I mean, like
Hmm.
kiss my own ass or anything. It's just it's a
You want to
different
like
perspective.
experience
Like,
with somebody else, and like because you can feed off people like that. Like when you work with
I
people,
mean, like
then y'all can
yeah,
build
bro.
chemistry.
Straight up, like labbing is the most fire shit ever. Any producers out there, dude, don't bro like fucking lab. Like my first lab I ever did was Marco Chan. Shout out Marco.
Shout out Marco Chin. He going crazy.
Yeah, man. They'll probably see this on the back end. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Block Boy. Yeah,
Shout out Black Boy.
yeah. I
You
already
got
sent him
something in
some.
the vault with Black Boy?
I sent him a melody. We're working for our next Young Brando thing. So
Oh, okay, okay.
since he got locked up not too long ago. Since he got back, he's like focused on some other shit. You know what I mean? I'm not can't press shit. You can't force shit in this music world.
Hell
You can't really
yeah.
force it.
I know when in the interview we had, he said he be going crazy. He been recording like this ain't nothing.
He will record like fucking dude. You give him enough helium, bro. He'll fucking record. Give him enough whippets, man. I'm just fucking with you. I put him onto that shit, so I'm just cracking on. Hannah, if you see this, bro, I'm cracking on you, man.
He said he said his ass be going crazy. That's what
But
he
yeah,
said. He
Tana,
like he be
yeah,
knocking them
we linked
out.
up too. We linked up in January this year, so that was cool.
Oh word, oh that's what's
Yeah,
up.
it was like meeting a brother or some shit. I met up with Kobe.
Okay, shout out Kobe too.
Yeah, always shout out Kobe, man.
Who is Jedi? I don't know who that is.
Jetted Duran.
Jedi.
Who knows, bro? Like with a name like that and a PFP like that, I don't.
All right. Shout out to you though. Hit that like button. Y'all just have it in.
But yeah, you want to hear the joke? How do you get Shine Boy Cash to record a song?
Oh,
Give him
you
a
asking me?
Percocet.
You
Give him a
said what?
Percocet. Give him a Percocet.
You said give him a Percocet?
Yeah, and that's not a joke. So everybody would laugh at that shit.
Hell no. He said he'll get going then. Let's tee him up.
Bro, it's straight up, bro. Sensei ATL told me that. He's like, hey, you got a
Yeah.
perk.
So who was one of the first like labs you got?
Lab, my first one was with Marco Chan, like straight up. I can remember because I don't
I mean,
I
yeah,
did not even
yeah, you did tell me that.
yeah
Like after that.
shit. Like I'll just be like my first big type of lab is like my first big lab was like Smash 29K probably because he hit me up at like
Okay.
out of nowhere and I was like this motherfucker knows who I am and shit because that was when I was like really like there's a sweet spot as an underground producer when you got like 300 you know what I mean like 300 fucking followers to like or 300
Mm.
to like 500 followers. There's a sweet spot in there where like big artists will be like really open to fucking with you.
Right,
And then I
yeah.
think like once you start to build up, because I've witnessed it personally. Like you know, I do this shit like I try to make it come true. You know what I mean? I try to like not I don't know into that manifesting and shit, but like so you try to control what you can control and shit you can't control. Like if we
Oh yeah,
always
don't
could,
worry about it.
everybody would make a hit song if they could. You know, everybody would fucking. It,
Hmm.
but it just it's kind of a magical thing. You know what I mean? Like literally, it's kind of the luck of the draw. And that's
Hmm.
why you just gotta keep your foot at it, keep at it, straight up
Yeah, for sure. Gotta stay consistent and perfecting your
in everything.
craft.
Just like in interviews, man. Like keep your foot on the pedal.
Yeah, I am. Appreciate that for sure. Appreciate you for tapping in.
course, man. You've been tapped in with everybody. Like I saw you did Kobe Locks and then Quiviante and then like I think like fucking Kikyo. Everybody wants to call him Keiko, like Keiko. Michael with a K. Dude, like
Yeah.
that's dude Kikyo, Keiko. Like Mike that you gotta say like Keiko with a K. Wait, like Michael with a K. Like that should be his fucking that should be your alternate rap name. Michael with a K. That should be
I
a
just call him
fucking
KP.
yeah, fucking album. That should be the album name. Michael with a K.
Michael with the
Keiko.
K.
I told him I was
Right.
like, bro, like you're trying to get me to say some shit. Like I ain't trying to say Keiko.
Shout out KP,
Oh
man.
yeah, bro. And I'm like literally in the same city, but we never fucking linked up. But that's hilarious, dude. And that end, we're gonna link up soon, do some pictures and shit. I'll hit him
That's
up, man.
crazy. It be like that though. 'Cause
That's
everybody
how it
be,
is, dude.
life be lifing and you know.
Yeah. Like the first person I fucking met was like I think Teen Slug, and he's all the way in Los Angeles. Like that's the first person. You know what I mean? You never know
Oh, the first person
who
you
they're
ever
gonna
linked
be.
up with in the underground?
Yeah, I say, dude. I say like that's when some like when I got linked with Teen Slug, it was because like I said, I'm kind of a tumultuous person.
Mm-hmm.
When I started off in the underground, it was Keo, Marco Chan, Loud Pack DT, and there was a dude named Homicide. There was
And
like
Die
a dude
Young
Flash,
too.
Die Young Radio,
Yeah, DJ told me about
and
the
then
story behind that
fucking
too.
there's Splash Main, and there's Hella High, and
Okay.
like and that was kind of like that was like right there at the beginning, and but then I got kicked out of that shit for something. Like they went to Atlanta. There's a whole fucking story to that. I'll let them hold on to that. But like me, like I say, I've always been laser focused on my shit. You know what I mean? And as far as like
Mm.
group chats and stuff like that, this is probably where I got kicked, just because like I'm just inconsistent with like I don't live my life up on this fucking computer shit. Like even though like I've
Right.
done what I've done, like I don't. I like to be for real. Like I'm a real fucking person. Like that's why I think my God is kind of cool. It's because like when you look at all that shit, it's kind of personable. Like my God, I've always tried to be a little personable. Like my stories and shit. You know what I mean? Like this is
Okay.
what the fuck I am. Like you know what I mean? There's no errors. But yeah, bro. So I got kicked out of SKR for making songs with OG Pro and shit.
What's
Type of shit.
SKR?
It was a Stretch Clan Records. That was the thing. I guess they didn't, you know what I mean. It didn't last forever.
Oh, that
But
was like Keo shit, right?
yeah, I think so, something like that. But that was
Keo,
Keo, Loudpack, you know, DT, and all.
detail, yeah, no,
They're
yeah,
locked like they're brothers and shit. But
yeah. I think I heard.
shout out to
Yeah, I
all of
heard of
them.
them. Yeah, I heard of them.
Shout out to all of them. We all know what's up. Like and like we never stop following each other or anything like that. Like Keo, I mean, we always follow each other's SoundCloud because I tell you, I believe in those motherfuckers deeply, as far as their
Mm.
talent. Like they're like
Yeah,
because
shout
like
out
they'll
them
agree
boys.
with
Shout
me.
out Keo and detail.
Like when it comes to this shit, there's the marketing side, and then there's the song side, and then there's the like. You got to think of like if you have social influence, there's that too. Because there are people who like have a social influence on Instagram who get like hundreds of likes and shit on their pictures, but when they promote music, it won't translate. You know, like to necessarily, and they'll have like you'll follow their SoundCloud, and they'll have like 200 followers, and like you know,
Mm-hmm.
like so it doesn't necessarily translate. You'll say that person has like a more social influence, they have a social currency. Anyway, so when you look into like that, like I say, I kind of look at it like marketing. You know, you got to
Yeah,
have a mind
marketing
like
is
that.
everything.
And what we're doing now, people are all autonomous. So we're our own videographers, our own fucking managers, our own, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
All of that shit, like creative directors and stuff. And that's what I would also say. If you can control all your shit in house, you always would want to do that. You know what I mean?
yeah, like one man band, do
And that's
everything.
really what we are, producers, bro. One man band.
Yeah, yeah. But I do everything too. I gotta reach out to the person to get the interview.
Bro, I
Talk to
wish
her,
I could fucking
just
I wish I could fix a car
engage.
or do something that matters. I need to like I'm telling you, I can make beats and do all this shit, but yeah, I want to build a house with my hands. That would be cool.
You say you want to build a house?
I mean, like you know what I'm saying. I want to be useful, but
I'm gonna ask you about some prods and artists
okay, absolutely.
that you've been locked in with. How did you get tapped in with Thrash?
Thrash. Dude, I don't know. Like I said, because like I just heard his music, and well, all of us would probably say Like, dude is just fucking talented as shit. You know, his voice is
Mhm.
just recognizable instantly, especially on that like plugged sound beats.
Yep.
So it's
For sure.
immediately like as
Shout
a
out
as a
Thrash.
producer, it's like you're gonna go like for me it's like I'm gonna go to where what I sound what sounds good to me like or what and then what clicks. You might not know what's gonna sound good. Like I didn't know
Mhm.
that Billy Angel was gonna sound good on a lot of my beats. It was different than like Auto 32, but they both
Right.
sound good on my beats. You know, but they're both totally different. So it's just
Mhm.
like that. You use that auditory sound. He's a fucking extreme talent. It's just like OG Pro. Like OG Pro is off the wall, like fucking incredible talent. But
Mhm.
yeah,
Shout out
Shout out
OG
Thrash.
Pro.
I sent him a pack, so like, so hopefully we'll have some more new shit coming out.
Jim Pro.
Yep, proud.
And go ahead, ask about damn. Oh, so what about you on the Quit Beyonce?
Dude, let's see. I can't remember when I met Quiv. When I was like, I remember the first song I dropped. I can't remember the name of it. I just remember the cover that I made for it. But that shit was a while ago. It was before Revenge Camp, dude. Yo, Tito.
What's the
But
word,
like, it was
Tito?
so Quiv. It was like I'd say like a year or so at least before like Revenge Camp like became a thing, got solidified.
Oh, okay. I said you
I
met him
can't like
yet.
I just heard Quiv and it was like and the thing about Quiv is he's constantly like he's always progressing. So
Mm-hmm.
like if you hear him next year, his music this year will sound different. But he's already at that stage now where it's like so clean and stuff that it's like all the music he's making now is like timeless type shit. But
Yep,
like
he
I met
going
him like
crazy.
where he had a different probably mixing and recording process and stuff. But like
And he
insane, dude.
pride
Like
now too.
he's got the vocal tenacity. He's got like the bars. He's got like the just he's got just fucking yeah. He got it.
He got it down pat for sure. Appreciate everybody that's tapping in.
One other thing about Quiv is like his uniqueness and shit. Like, cause like as far as the underground, a lot of people be like doing the Boot Pack Mookie type of shit and the Slim GZP
Mm-hmm.
vocals and stuff. But like, yeah, like Quiv is just the originator. Like he comes in with different flows and different vibes and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely gonna make like dark shit and like other like different types of genre for sure.
This
Said
dude says
go.
you guys must put an end to the vapes. I agree.
Who me?
He said you guys, and I'd say, oh yeah, man, shit.
Man, it's either the vape or the black
Yeah,
for me. It's crazy though, man. This I feel like this more easier.
yeah, bro.
All right, what about you on 30 Extendos?
30, bro. That I don't. Like I said, I can't remember when. I'll tell you a funny. Yeah, I so like I think I locked in with him or something like that. I started sending him beats, but then I didn't really know. Like we had a song like with on DJ Grenade. It was him and Creflo, and like that shit went
Creflo.
up, and that shit went up, and I was like, oh, so that was like my first like because you gotta like you see a lot of artists once you start to like I say be in that I was in that growing producer, so I had a lot of messages coming in. It's like
Mm,
how do you know what I mean who to fuck with and shit. But once I had the time, gonna listen to it, and I was like, bro, 30's vocals are immediately recognizable. He's fire as shit, and of course
mm,
Creflo, but Creflo is like hard to tap in. He's harder to tap. I didn't get as locked in with Creflo, even though he's hit me up multiple times. Like we've sent some packs and stuff. But yeah,
okay.
30, bro. 30 locked in, and I think it's because we got that Carolina thing. He's from either like North Carolina, so
Yeah, he is. I
he
talked to
really
him a few
fucks with
times.
he really fucked with like my more like I guess I would really call it like my god type stuff, like my like happy dream plug stuff. He really fucks with that
Mhm.
type of shit. I'll try to send him dark stuff because like I mean I can make all sorts of crazy beats with like crazy 808s, and he'd be fucking
Mm.
around with like the really cool trap ass like dark shit, and I'm like, bro, hop on
Yeah,
this. But
he
yeah, he
definitely
just
fucking
hops
that
on that.
dark shit.
He hops on that spiritual shit with me for some reason. I don't know.
All right, how you on tie dye lock in? Shout
Just the
out tie
fucking
dye
internet,
too.
bro. Dude. Period. Like all this shit starts through Instagram. All of this shit happened through Instagram. But yeah, we like locked in. Just like I was in that like a state where, because like I was able to just focus on producing all like full time. I was in between jobs. You know what I mean? So there was like
Mm.
that window after I graduated. I was in between jobs probably for like a year or two, and that's why I was locked in really heavily, able to focus all on the beats, figure out how to do this and do that, like get placements and shit like that. So I met tie dye when I was like just on a heat streak, like I'm just like labbing with everybody, doing drums on all sorts of shit, and like Barloss and like just all these different people at different windows. Like I've labbed with so many people, like Hoodrich, fucking, just it's just a whole inundation of all these people.
Yeah,
So
you
tie dye
have. You
was
ain't
one of them.
lying.
Tie dye was one of them, but the difference is when you make labs and then you get songs on them. So it's like we weren't just making labs. We made a lab, and in our first lab we got like a fire song with Trap Santana, and that shit was freaking bizarre as fuck. Like in our our first two or three we got that was like I can't remember the
Shout
name of
out
that very
trap
first.
too.
Shout out to Trap big time. That shit was so fire. Anyway, that's how we locked in, and then me and Tade linked up like 4 or 5 times. Like, that's like my little bro.
Shout out tie dye for sure. He definitely got them slaps too.
Sorry.
It's a lot of fire prize in like in the underground. They've been
Too
like
many.
they doing their thing. They've been doing their thing.
Dude, there's so many. There's like
Like they
there's a
staying
never ending.
relevant.
Absolutely, and like there's I always think like bro, there's enough room for all of us, for everybody. Like that whole like say like,
And
oh,
just
this
work
this town
together.
ain't big enough for the two of us. That's not true.
Right.
We're all, because it's like really we all have time to shine. Like I don't believe anybody should be. I think anybody who's like up here and you see them like up here forever and ever and ever, that's an artificial thing. I feel like that's constructed. There's some more things going on because it's like not natural. Like like things
Mm-hmm.
like when you're playing a game, when you're playing basketball, that game doesn't go on forever. Like that shit has
Right.
an end. The game has an end, and it's like you're gonna have another game. But you can't fucking force it. You can't force it because you're gonna have an injury. So there's like that's really how I think everything is in life, bro. Like
You just let
so,
it flow. Just let it come
like,
to you.
yeah, because when it's hitting, you gotta know how to like monetize it. You gotta know how to fucking benefit from it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. For sure. What about you on 200 volts?
200 volt. Another one of those producers. I heard his music, his beats, dude. And I was like, man. Yeah, I was like, I want to lab with fucking 200 volt, man. And we locked fucking. We got a song with Kobe locks like on one of our first labs, so that was kind of unique. And then we also got Auto 32 on one of our
Mm-hmm.
first labs, and so like from then on, like I knew we could make labs that will make songs. You know what I mean?
For sure. What about you, Zaraki?
Racky, bro. Dude, like I knew about Racky because he hit me up buying beats, so I knew him as like buying beats first. And I saw him like with songs with Slim GGP and stuff. But it wasn't
Mm.
until I heard a song that I was like, bro, I really fuck with this shit. And what was it called? It was because we made a part two to it. But it was one of the songs where I was like, I really heard his like where he I heard a song where it was like everything matched, like the beat was perfect. Because like for Raki, I think it's like you got to find the right beat because he can do any types of flows and styles. He
Mm.
just like he needs a fire ass beat. You can't like for me, a big problem for me is like sending beats. Even though I've always done this shit, I always be like I just don't know like when I'm sending beats. Like I really struggle with that at first, like finding the right kind of beats.
To send to the
But
like
Raki,
certain artists.
yeah. So for like Raki, that's why I'm like whenever I want to work with Raki, I'm like man, I gotta find the most like I gotta work on a really fire ass beat, and I have like particular co-prods in mind and stuff. But dude,
Mm.
cool as fuck, dude. Like heard him, and I was like, man, I basically was like, I'm co-signing this dude. You know what I mean? Like he was one of those dudes. Like when I'm like just like when I met KP and Staris, you know, it's like I met them and Armani, and I was like, yeah, I'm a
Oh, you met
co-sign
all them through rec
Instagram.
or
No,
through
no, I
Instagram?
no, I met them all. I'm just saying, like in the same way, I like at some point he earned my respect. You know what I mean? Like Racky knows what I'm talking about. Like at a certain point, because it's like, how do you like make yourself known to somebody? You know,
Mm-hmm. He's like stood out, unique.
dead ass. Yeah,
Shout out Racky, man. Make sure y'all go tap into his new tape too.
that new tape
And,
is
and he on there too.
yeah, cold. But dude, the Maxwell to Icy one and the RSX, that shit, those are my some of my favorite ones on that album.
Yeah. That Daytona one of my favorites. That shit fire with absence. Shout out to absence too, man.
Shout out
So how did you on Valenci tap in?
Valenci. Oh, you mean Valenci?
Valenci.
Same thing, fucking bro. I told you it's all Instagram. Like I said, these dudes just like, it was another one of those where I was kind of like, well, like Valencia hit me up there. I was like, oh, I really fuck with his beats and shit. Like, I
Mm.
respect it in a way, you know. And I'm like, wow, dude's hit me up because like you put him on a tier. I mean, like we all put people on a tier. Valencia's like I consider him an established producer. Like he's locked in like Brick Band, Glory
Yeah, for
Boy, you know what I mean?
sure.
All them like he's locked in with him. Like cool,
He go
fucking hit me up.
crazy.
He was like, bro, you want to lab? I'm like, yeah, duh, shit. Like all these dudes who are like, who, who I respect, and I'm like, I'm fucking with, dude. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna like prioritize trying to lab. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm always have that shit ready. Even though now I'd be working like, full time, so I work like full 4 days. I'm gonna prioritize that shit and get it done. But yeah,
For,
man.
for sure, just find time for it.
Lindsay, bro, you gotta tap that shit, bro. Yeah, I sent him. I sent him like at least 2 new ones.
Oh
But
shit,
yeah.
we got some new shit coming. Yeah, y'all go crazy together. I ain't gonna lie. And then
Bro, I'm telling you, man. There's a lot of fucking prods who need to tap my melodies, bro. Like just in general.
I'll
But
tell
it's what
you,
it is.
cause you tapped in. I seen you got some shit with Izzy,
Yeah, bro, man. With everybody, bro.
Izzy, and fucking Lonely Andretti too. You got some shit with Andretti.
Yeah,
Who else? Shit, Kid.
dude, with everybody.
Like, like you well established and like you make your own shit, and then you actually work with other people. Like far as pros and artists, like you just don't like keep yourself stuck in a box.
Hell no, bro. I'm not trying to. I'm
And this one,
not trying
like,
to die in a box, bro. Fuck that.
right? He's not trying to die
If
in
I
a
get
box.
stuck in a box, dude, I need oxygen.
Exactly, for sure. So that's the thing, that I really like about your whole music thing. Like you just like you open and just like you know perfecting your craft. You just
Dead
great
ass. Right?
because some
I'd always
pride.
say, bro, like I would tell artists like just try to tap one of the beats because like I tell it because it was surprising for me. Like my first placement that I dropped that like got a lot of traction and shit. I was like, damn, people fuck with it. And it's like I
Mm,
said, it's like a magic. Like you can't recreate it. Like once I saw that, I was like, holy fuck! Like I gotta kind of like lean into this shit and keep on doing this. So like that's really the mentality, man. But
for sure. Now the Die Young. When I did the interview with DT, he said Dion found you, and that's how he tapped in him and Keo.
yeah, probably I can believe that.
Cause he said Dion used to rap
Yeah, dude.
before he
They,
started
like
DJing.
Diamond was rapping.
Huh?
Say what?
I said he was rapping before he started DJing,
Yeah.
and I seen y'all had some songs together. So he reached out to you.
Yeah, man, we just DM like, dude, that happened so long ago. Like, like legitimately, I think they would all laugh and shit too. They'd be like, you know what I mean? There's like, of course, there's like the amount that we were that I remember, and the amount that, yeah, bro. He was rapping at first. He wasn't DJing until forever because we were doing this shit for a long ass time.
Oh, okay. That shit crazy. He told me that story. I was like, really? Because I didn't even know he rapped like way before. I just known him for like DJing, like hosting. That's how I found out about him. And like through Keo and DJ too. Then I didn't even know that was his brother. They was just locked in like that. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
Like this is his little brother. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Keep it in the family. All right, what about you on Tufu?
too full, too full. But yeah, I don't recall like when, like I said, it just all happens in a flood. Like I know, like he was like, it was like when I got linked up with Diego 777, or Prod Diego.
Shout out Diego.
I met, yeah, Ted Field came along with Diego. That's when I was like, oh yeah, that's when
Yeah,
I
that's his man. Yeah.
peeped him, and I think he sent me some melodies and stuff. And it wasn't until I peeped a couple. I was like, one of them was called like Jeans or something. And it was like a guitar texture melody. I was like, bro, I really fuck with that. And that's all it is. Once I see like everybody fucking with you, I'm like, you just mutual respect, man. You get that mutual respect type shit.
Hmm.
That's what a lot about this shit is like. Either it's mutual respect or fucking pay me.
Right.
How
It's
it
as
is.
simple as that.
Like
Let's
I'm
get
not gonna
straight
wait
to
around
it.
all day. Let's get this shit cracking. Like, you know what I mean. Let's make some business, because like I'd
Right.
always say, this is the music business. So
Yeah, let's lock in and work.
yep, straight
You
up,
in part what you in lab with yes okay.
bro. Yes, okay, man. Like, there was like a period when like when Yes Okay was active as hell, and we were all, it was like me, Teen Slug. There was like this period. You can't realize it in the moment. You know what I mean? You can never realize
Mm,
it in the moment. And that's what we're always going through. We don't really know where we're at. Like, we're like, you don't know. You can't recognize. Oh, this is this point where we're all locked in, and then in a year they're probably going to be doing college, graduating college. People
yeah.
distracted. Not every producer is going to be like doing what I'm trying to do. Like, try to fucking lock in. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to fucking lock in until I'm done, type of shit. Like, as
Yeah,
far
you trying to take it to
I don't know
another
where I'm
level.
trying to go with it. I'm like, I already got a million streams on SoundCloud. I guess I want to get a million streams on everything else. You know what I mean? That's probably like my next goal.
Yeah, you got goals for sure. Got to set goals and accomplish them. One step at a time,
That
one day at a
ass.
time. How you Well, you said I guess through Instagram with Fled.
Fled, dude. Yeah, yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
Fled 1K.
Instagram, dude. Instagram like got me linked up and all this shit, bro. Like, so shout out to Instagram for that. I
He
don't
said
know
shout out to
everything else they're
Instagram for
doing,
that. No, yeah,
or
for real.
whatever.
Shout out Instagram because and SoundCloud because I wouldn't know nothing about none of y'all. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna
if
lie.
this telling me, man,
I,
I'm a big
I,
SoundCloud head.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't know nothing about none of y'all unless it just hit big somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
but
just not
Fled,
exit
bro.
through the
Fled was another.
mainstream.
I got to shout. Like, Fled was one of the first. Like, I'd be funny as hell, personally. I'd be like, bro, like, I don't even. I'd be like, I don't even like white artists. You know what I mean? Like I always would tell people that. Like, literally, I'll just be straight up. Like, I was like, until I got into the underground, it was hard to find white rappers and shit that I like. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't
Hmm.
fuck with Eminem. I do not like that shit. MGK, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck
So,
out of
it wasn't
here.
until you get into the underground, I don't know, I don't even like that Ian dude, like, and he's like, his vocal tenacity is good and shit, but I just think he's like overdone. Once you get overdone it, I'm like
Said
I'm
they
fucking
cook.
punk rock, bro. I'd always say like I'm a punk rock type shit. Like, I have that mentality, like just like a, even though we're in this rap shit, and you see what they're like, even like with Cardi and all them, like that vamp shit. It's like the rock and roll, but like I really do have. I keep a punk aspect, as far as like just
Okay.
wake up and fucking do your shit. You know what I mean? Wake up and and just put your shit on type shit. You know what I mean? Like, kind
Hmm.
of a I don't give a fuck attitude in a way. You know what I mean?
Got you. Got you. So you were like, what other genres you into? Say punk rock, rap,
So I'm not saying I'm into punk rock. I'm just saying like a punk like culture, like the
culture.
culture of it.
Okay.
It's influential. It's influence. Man, fucking musically, I am into like only the shit that I'm making. Like right, like honestly, like right now I'm only concerned with like the songs I'm making type of shit because I like as far as music, I don't sit there and which is what I want to do. I want to take time and like enjoy music and shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But I don't even really have time to like sit around and enjoy music unless my friends drop an album. Then I'm gonna like sit there and listen to it and all. I'd be listening to music when I drive. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, getting that
so like
vibe, catching that
I
vibe
can't
for sure.
like say what?
I said catching that vibe.
Yeah, bro. But like and plus I'm not. I would always say like I'm not a fan, dude. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like I'm not a fan. I'm doing music. I'm trying to make songs for me
Hmm.
and like trying to like yeah like at a certain point I was like bro I'm not looking for out for other people's shit. Like I'm only gonna like know it if I'm like kind of connected to it. And like it's like once I like get connected with you like Auto 32 or something, then I'm
Hmm.
gonna pay attention to all his shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna like yeah, I want to hear all of his fucking songs he drops just because like I'm aware of him and like I know his shit. Like True and like and OG Pro and like anybody like I'm gonna check for their shit. But like
That
Drake
yeah,
and all this and
like
all
you be
these
tapped
like I
in.
don't pay attention. Lil Wayne, dude, like I'm sorry, Lil Wayne, I'm not listening out for the Carter Seven or any or
Yeah, I don't be
uh,
listening to mainstream music like that anyway.
so
Only if a
how
car
it
go
is.
by or some shit, I hear that shit.
Like like I used to be into music, you know what I mean? Like I would say I used to like so I got my that was a period I was listening to like fucking drum and bass type shit. Like I would listen
Hmm.
to Marvin Gaye. Like that's a mixture of stuff, bro. You know, like I like that. I like that.
Hmm.
If I put it all into one, I would say like I'm into like R&B, like soul, like just like fire ass like soul type shit. I would say probably
Yeah, for
because like
sure.
like for like Kanye example, he like takes so many soul records and like utilizes them. And I think that's pretty
Hmm.
much all now. Cause like they
Yeah,
can't
like the
fucking
sampling.
do it from A to Z like what we do. They can't like pull up and just do the whole fucking chords and do everything. Like I've made songs that literally do sound like a sample. You know what I mean? And a lot of people that's a lot of their goal. But like once you get in there, you figure out how to do it. You just use live instruments and then you fucking make it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But straight up, yeah, man. That's soul music is that's where it's at.
All right, I'm gonna ask you about some of these tapes. The carnivore tape.
Carnivore. Was that the first one? That's the first one.
Yeah, that was like your first pride tape.
Hell yeah.
Well, the first pride tape that I knew about.
That is, yeah, bro. That was so long ago. I can't even like recall. I think I had I had all of these songs that started to stack up,
Okay.
and I was like, bro. I kind of just impulsively, sporadically get this like I do this. I do the whole music thing just sporadically, bro. Like I said, I kind of just wake up, hop up out the bed, turn my swag on, turn my look in the mirror, say what's up. That's literally what I do. So
So get
carnivore.
straight
Yep.
to it.
That's part one. You know what I mean? Like, cause I literally did like 10 of those albums like in a year. So I can't even like I can't be honest with you. Like mentally, I'm like I can't even like explain how like how these things occurred. I did all the cover art myself,
Hmm.
And the thing about the cover is like I'll kind of have the concept, and then I'll be like, let me make that shit, and I'll make the cover art, and then I'll like form the album around it. So I kind of will come up with the cover art first, like for me. That's kind of what I need to do for the album. I'm not gonna like have a bunch of songs and like be like, oh, I'm gonna like I need like a direction and shit. So like that's kind of how I work. But with these first albums, like I had this different concept, carnivore and then dopamine and ketamine. Like all of them had an e at the end of them. and I
Right.
don't know why, but I was just fucking with that, and it was Infinite, and then after that, that was when like Billy died, I think.
Yeah, you
No,
had the
yeah,
one
like,
with Billy
Billy
Andrew.
passed away, and
Oh,
because
it
that
was
shit just
decapitated.
decapitated me, and yeah, we dropped that, but that was before he passed away. But it was just like I think Infinite, because I had a song. I had if you look at how they go, they're like there's fucking carnivore, dopamine, ketamine,
Hmm.
fine, and then infinite. And then I was like I broke that whole fucking E thing because I made that cover for Money Money Money. That bitch is fire as hell with the goat on it. I don't know if you peeped that
Hmm.
bitch.
Oh yeah. I know you talking
What's
about.
that? That bitch.
Splash. What's that word? Hit that like button.
That bitch was fire, bro. And then we had fucking Eternal Life. Oh yeah, that's when like I think I
Turn the
did that because we
life.
had like all the people fucking die.
Are you
Lost some.
talking about, yeah, on that tape? Yeah. Yeah, they like all your prod tapes is fire though. Like all the prod tapes. They be having
Yeah,
like like different artists on it and different lives too.
yeah, man. Like that, they're like I would say they're like my attempt at like, cause I would like, I'm like there's Cash Cash. Cash Cash is a big ass producer, and he has his prod tapes that are like, you know what I mean, like how he has his thing. So
Hmm.
I way like these were like my like I was like, man, these are like my attempt at trying to like have like a fucking tape. You know what I mean, like coming through
Like a
because like
masterpiece.
yeah, yeah. Because like
You trying
you try to get as many like big names as you can, because you want fucking traction. So it's always a battle. It's a competition, like you know what I mean, with yourself and like with the fucking music and with like other people. Like for me, like as far as communicating, like you'll probably peep this shit. I don't really be communicating unless I have something or have like a reason to do it. You know what I mean?
right,
It's like
right.
I don't be like
Yeah, I
even
know.
all of my everybody will tell you like all of my best friends even on this music shit like I don't know. I'm just not like unless like you know what I mean. Like unless you're my girl and shit, bro. I'm talking to you every day. But yeah. So I just be like I would literally communicate musically. Like I'll talk keep up with you like with mells and like with if you send me
Mhm.
melodies and shit. Like
Like
I'll
working and
check my
everything.
people. Yeah, if you ever want to fucking contact me, just hit my email because I'm always gonna see that shit.
Yeah, email.
Dead ass. Or my phone. You got my phone now. So.
How you on auto lock in for that greenhouse tape?
Yeah, I'm like looking at it now. Bro, that was the funniest thing ever I'll say about that tape is because like I sent him a pack because you know how everybody be making a post like when they're like send beats, send all of our artists
Mm.
be send beats, and you're like, fuck, dude, I'm gonna need my computer. OG Pro, I gotta send OG Pro this beat.
He said you tell how you locked. Yeah. Why you seen this post and you locked in with him?
He said one day it was one of these days because we all man we me and Otto are solidified at this point. Like we we
Okay.
we personally talk about it. Like I said, I'd be polarizing, so I have ups and downs. Like me and him have even had an argument because like I was like going crazy one day. Like bro, I was thinking he wasn't fucking with my beats and shit. But like I said, there's all sorts of stuff in this producer shit. Like you just keep your head down and you focus on making beats, and shit's
Hmm.
always gonna work itself out. But yeah, dude, that tape I sent him like 7 beats, and he like tapped all of them and like
Put together a tape.
he's like I sent him 7 beats and he like sent 7 songs back, which is rare with like Auto don't really you know what I mean.
And
I think he
you.
even if he'll be recording a lot, he won't like send it all out. But he said he was like send it back to back to back, and I was like, damn, we could formulate a tape right here. And so
We did,
I just did the creative direction, like we
you did the cover
formulated
art.
the cover art, yeah. Because like I was doing all these other cover arts. The last tape I did was like hand drawn. Like the last two of them, I drew those. So I was like, bro, let me do a photographic cover.
What you talking like the apocalypse tape?
Let's see. No, no, no. Well, that too. That was like hand lettering, so I drew that as well. But
Okay.
like Eternal Life and then Money Money, I hand drew those. So like when we came to Greenhouse, I was like, let me do a photographic cover. I had never done that, so
Okay.
came up with that concept and it like shit fit really clean.
I had to switch it up.
In Auto, bro, he wanted the pink fucking parental advisory. So
Oh,
shout
okay.
out.
Yeah, that was different. He said, "Yeah."
Yeah, pink is his favorite color.
Do something different. Ain't no wrong with that.
It's a fire ass color. Yeah, shit.
All right. All right. Let's talk about the tape, the new tape you got.
Hell yeah.
What's the labs you got? What's the artist like? Is this a prod tape or it's
Yeah,
like what?
this is another project, bro.
Okay.
But fuck, dude. Basically, yeah, this is another one of those fucking. Not another one. This is just. I really put a lot into this tape, but like it's gonna speak for itself. Just put this thing on, fucking go A to Z on this thing.
How many songs you got on it?
I think I got 17.
Oh, okay. So you got 17 different artists.
I got about like let's say like 14 different artists. I got like we got multiple songs with features.
Okay.
I got like
Okay.
one song with one artist, and I got that artist featured again. But it's clean, bro. It's like it's gonna. I always try to make the albums have a flow and be. I always want them to be concise, but this one I was like, bro, like I'm not trying to do an album every month and shit because like my life is I'm getting older. I have a kid on the way type shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like
Right.
so
Life
I
and
was like Hoshi one time. Hoshi. He's a producer. He always said
yeah. Shout out Hoshi. I know about him.
he said quality over quantity. And like at one point I was like I had the ability to just make so much quantity. I was like, yeah. Well, like I have to put it in perspective. So even though this is a lot of fucking songs, like it's quality as fuck. Like it's gonna. I put a lot into like the marketing. So like I
Hmm.
got exclusives. I got and I'm so that's the only hold up on it. I'm waiting on just two exclusive mixes to come back. It probably won't be more than like a couple weeks, and then
What's
I'll
the
have
name of
dates.
this? What's the name of it?
Snakes and grass.
Who?
Snakes and grass.
Oh, Snakes and Grass.
Snakes and grass.
New
Yeah.
tape. So we'll get a date after get everything else situated.
Yeah. Just stay tuned to the IG. Like everybody. That's my communication tool. That story, bro.
Okay, for sure. You want to share like some of the labs you got or
Oh, you want to
artists?
know the labs? Like the co-producers?
Yeah, like some of the lab, co-producers, some of the artists.
Got Maxwell 2 Icy. I'll do co-prod. We got Kid Angel, Playboy Flex, obviously.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh shit.
I got Lucian, if you know Lucian, bro.
I heard Lucian.
Teen Slug got a co-prod on there.
Gotta
I
have one of
didn't
those.
I didn't get to the whole team. You know what I mean? I was always trying to like get everybody involved, but it's like hard to get each and every person, and then have that particular artist like hop on it. You know what I mean? So it's like
Hmm.
I wasn't get everybody. And you all know that shit. But yeah, we got Didi on there. I got
Shout out DD.
a co-prod. I got Young Brando and Santana.
Brandon Tanner.
I got Tie Dye.
Got
Shout out,
to.
shout out Tie Dye. And I got
Shout out
Tyler
Tanner.
Brady.
You got who?
Shout out Tyler Brady. Tyler Brady. He's Tom Brady's little brother, dude.
Really?
I'll be joking. I'll be joking. He got a football name. Tyler Brady produced a lot of songs. Like,
I gotta tap in. I don't know about him.
yeah, man. You gotta check out. I got let's see. I know. Yeah, we got Lucian again. That was pretty concise with the co-prods. But we got Foreplay. These are the artists. We got Foreplay, Danny Hefner, same dude.
Okay.
I got Zaraki, got Zaman Shotty, I got Vontae, I got True, I got
Okay.
Armani, got Teen Slug song, I got Slim GGP featuring Dequiviante. I got No Scope featuring Bravo Hunteds. I got
You got
Miles High.
Nutso?
We got Loso the Ghoul, and
Oh,
I
you
got
got
Lando on the co-prod right there.
okay.
We got Boredom as well. I forgot we got Boredom, and we got Kobe Locks. We got that's also co-prod with fucking Santana and Young Brando. Dude, then we got Kikil, we got Kaikil, Kaikil Paris.
Kiko Haiku.
We got Beyonce. We got Auto 32. Yeah, that's that. It's stacked,
Damn.
dude. It's fucking stacked, dude. And then we got True featuring Armani. Like, I really did put a lot in. Like the whole like I put this tape,
Damn, you got some
but
heavy hitters.
I also I got some DJ exclusives. So I got DJ Grenade. I got two DJ Grenade exclusives and a Mansion Music exclusive, and gonna have two DJ Slime Ball exclusives. So
Yeah, shout out
that's
to them DJs, man.
shout
Slime
out to the DJ.
Ball, Mansion Music, and Grenade.
And RIP Andretti, big time, because he would have fucking been the main dude on this shit.
Right, long live Andretti for sure, man.
Let me say this: long live fucking Billy, long live Andretti, RIP
Billy.
Barloff, RIP Mally.
Yeah, long live Mally too. I used to fuck with Mally music. I found Mally through your page. On some
Yeah,
real
we linked
shit.
up Slug, and we had the opportunity to link with him, man. So that was cool.
Yeah, y'all, yeah, you like them with everybody. Like
Yeah, bro. Like even Rocky Thuggin and like fucking shout out Rocky, bro. Like big time. I fuck
shout
with you,
out
Rocky.
Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky.
That's
I always tell a lot of people this too. I was like, all of us like artists and shit. Like the best of artists are kind of like just fucking up and down. Like we're a little bit, mentally.
mm-hmm.
We all are anyway. So I relate to all of my moody ass motherfucking co-prods and shit and artists, man.
He's my moody co-fries and artists. And it be like that though. You know, everybody different and be having different shit going on.
Dead ass. But like, man, I'll always be seeing everything. So like, even though I don't, like I said, it's hard to kind of respond or get at me. If you DM me shit, there's an opportunity. There's an 80% chance I'm gonna get at you. You know what I mean?
He
It's
said
like get at me.
80% chance.
And if you send a money sign, then that definitely helps your chances of getting that DM open.
Hey, y'all heard him. See y'all talking that cheddar. That's y'all chance right there. He gonna tap back in with y'all. So when you plan on dropping it, like next month, the album?
Like I said, I probably got at least 2 weeks before I get that. I'm just giving myself that wait because
That
I don't
window.
necessarily I
Okay.
don't know Windows exclusive are gonna touch down. So it could be like I'm saying, it could be any time between a week to I'm gonna let those dates go and then shit. Everybody already knows I built. So once I get this shit ready to go, I'm just gonna get that thing on DistroKid and then set the dates. I'll probably do it like a week ahead of time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He said, "How
Yeah.
much for a lab, bro? I'll lab $20 for a melody right now. Like I'll do $20 for first lab. And here's the thing about labs. I'll tell artists if when you link up and you lock in a lab, you buy one. So there's a lot of co-prods that I fuck with now. That's how it started off. You know what I mean? Because all you
Mm,
gotta do is one good fire beat, and then I'm like, that's just how we gauge shit. You know what I mean? It's like
right.
we're so busy. We're working over here. We're trying to work on our character, our product over here. You know, my guy. We're trying to build this theme, and that's how the game works. So you never know.
Yeah, for sure. Make sure you tap in. Get that lab. But you gotta be Fado.
Exactly,
Yeah, you gotta be definitely, on your shit, good at what you're doing.
dude. That's a good point. Like for real, some people don't want to hear that, but like, and there's a time and a place. Like that's some good advice. Frankly, you know what I mean.
For sure. Kicking game, free game. He said, I'm fine. He said, they fine.
Dude,
Well,
if you
we
if you like if you lab with me, it's gonna be fire because like especially if you cop the melody. That's what I tell them. Like, it gets you stacked up.
yeah, there you go. Free game. That's your entry right there. But you gotta code that fire shit, man. He said it's gonna be fire anyway because I'm on it. At the end of the day, he said, at the end of the day.
If it ain't fire, then shit, get your money back, dude.
I'm gonna ask you about some songs. Hold on, before I ask you, what you think one of your biggest songs is?
I could just pull the fucking stats up. I mean, like the biggest ones are like, let's see, popular tracks. This is the shit. I'm not gonna. Like, we got Slim GGP loaded with Smash, dude. 2 years ago, that bitch got 48K. One of my most recent ones is Wetlands with the Quiviante.
Okay.
Banger is a fucking Kobe Locks Loaded. I mean Locked. That bitch is fire as shit.
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, see, we got Blues Clues, Kobe's Lock Man, Slim GG man. Basically, like Slim GGP. I got a big ass like OG Pro with Foster's. That's probably one of my biggest ones. Yeah, that's 8 months.
Do you feel like some of the songs like that's out like was overlooked?
Everybody would feel like that, but like I say, there's a oversaturation in this shit. It is what it is. Like shit comes in waves, bro. So like you just gotta ride it out. I feel like it's when I'm doing independently, and I'm not
Mm.
like back and doing all this promo and all this behind the scenes shit. Like there's a methodology to everything. So I'm at a pretty genuine, clear spot as an artist, as a producer. You know what I mean? And then with this tape that I'm doing, which is what I've worked towards, I'm backed up.
Mm.
Money and so we'll see how shit pops. You know what I mean?
Okay. I got another one for you. KP, that's Celine.
Say what?
The KP,
Yeah.
Celine. That's on. That's what you on. Valencia.
Oh, Celine Princess. Yeah, that shit
Nah.
fire. Wait, there's not.
Hmm.
What's it called again? Yeah, it's called Celine Princess, bro.
Yeah, Celine Princess. Yeah.
That
How
shit
did
was
that
fire.
song come about?
I had that lab, bro, and I sent that pack. I sent the pack to fucking Keek. I always want to say Keiko. Keiko. KP. Let me just call it KP. Make it easy on
That's
us
what I
right here.
call. I just say KP.
This is YouTube. You know what I mean? This is they're very, you know. Yeah, dude. I sent him a fucking beat. He's locked in that song. We dropped that shit. I made the cover.
Oh, who made the? What you made the mail on there?
Yep.
Yeah, you did the mail because I know Valencia did the drums.
Yeah, but he went crazy. He did like there's a couple producers who did that, like Zaman Shawty, like one of our first labs. They just completely flipped the mill. He did it, and
Okay.
then Hoodrich did that too in a really unique way.
Are you saying he flipped your mail in that beat?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he did some texturizing. Like the way he did the lab. We do that sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I used to never do that. Like I would just take people's melodies, but like a lot of the time, like now especially, I think once you kind of like build your shit up and you're kind of like I'm like you got to be like mindful. Who am I gonna work with? What am I gonna do next? Like to like continue to
Mm-hmm.
get better. And you realize like you realize what to do, what not to do, type shit. Yeah,
Got you, got you. So y'all kind of like just feed off each other.
man. It's like for me, it's like I want to stack up the best beats. You know what I mean, to send out to all the artists, but it takes time for that. You know what I mean. So like whenever I send out beats, it can be sporadic, but I try my best, bro, to send these motherfucking beats out.
So yeah, 'cause you do work with you work with a lot of pros too for sure.
Yeah, bro. Constantly trying to.
All right, that boredom, Mr. Frisk, Mr. Fist.
Who co-pros that?
Nah, that was you.
It's just me.
Yeah, I believe
Bro, you
that was
know
just
my
you.
music, man. I gotta
So
have this
you
shit
got so
pulled up.
many songs you don't even know. I'm about to jog
Oh
your
yeah,
memory.
bro. I fucking know all this shit. Like I told you,
That
I'll
shit.
literally keep this shit in my head. Like
He said only if
whenever
it
I hear.
matter.
Hell yeah, bro. Like I say, I got to get them the best fucking beats. That's how I feel. Like when we're talking about boredom and Raki and everybody, that's all I'm thinking about. And Kaiko and Stars, everybody. Like I'm just thinking the making the best beats and then having enough to send out. You know what I mean? Because like at that point, that's where they're at this point. Those motherfuckers are like the best type of beats. So like that's that.
Yeah, that song was definitely fire too. And the one with the Quit Beyonce and you and Kid. That reflection.
Yeah, I love that one. That shit fire. That's kind of getting closer to where we're at now. You know what I mean? It's like that wasn't too long ago. That shit was clean.
Mm-hmm. I fuck with that shit. That the Auto 32 song, that Belly. That's my
Yep.
shit.
Hell yeah, dude. That beat is crazy. I was
What?
fast as beat.
You went crazy on them drums.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like you got some like distinct drums too. Like I don't even know how to explain it.
Me either, dude. Like, 'cause I just feel like I've done it 1,000 times, and so I developed the fucking the fucking technique.
Like, but you don't have like. I guess it depends on the certain beats. Cause you'll have like some heavy drums, then you have like some light shit,
I'm trying to have some variety.
like some
Dude, but it's
melodic
the
shit.
melody, bro. It's how the melody. I'll tell you the wildest fucking. I'll play it right here, like real quick. This fucking lab with comics. I don't know, y'all. Everybody pronounces the name differently.
Yeah, I be calling the
It,
comic
fucking
comics.
it sounds like, it looks like comics to me. Like comics
Yeah,
or what?
she had
Comics.
told me she was like, is this how you say
She
it?
said comics.
Yeah, she said comics. I just
Oh,
call
cause
it
she's British.
comics.
Let me get it like that. Cause she British there.
Shout out
All right.
comics.
This fucking this beat right here. It's like, this is an example. Send me a crazy melody. I'm like, let me tap this shit. She played the bongos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My God, only.
She do make 5 mils.
I didn't make that melody. She says she like that thing was like funky. You know what I mean? She got some funk in that thing, and then playing some bongos. I wouldn't even like think to do the drums on that, but I fuck with co-mix. So I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna lock this shit in.
Hell yeah, I fuck with her too. I like her. Found her like listening to Slime Dollars, Free Slime too.
Yeah, free slime, man. From the A64. He's from where I'm from. So,
Yep, so is. Yeah, he is from South Carolina.
dude, that's the one thing as a producer I should mention. Yeah, I should already have some with Slime Dollars, but I don't. I was about to have some,
It's
but then
coming.
yeah, shoot, pray,
It's coming
free
for
slime.
sure. Yeah, Free Slime, cause he raw deal for sure. And if he could just stay out, like he was like actually shoot off for real. The motherfucker like he heavy in the underground,
I
and he got
agree,
hella
dude.
connects, and everybody fuck with him. So
I agree. He got that whole presence. I mean, come on, he's just fire.
yeah, for sure, it was Free Slime. All right, that Zaraki, that Cole.
I like that song. That beat is fire. I think I got some text messages like people like they like that shit.
Who one of your favorite artists to work with?
I
Like
love
artist
man.
or pride? Like this.
Prod. I'm not gonna say artist. I know I heard now. It's like fucking
You ain't hurt
Prod.
nobody feelings. I mean, just saying, like, you know.
Yeah, I think I heard nobody saying it, bro. But I'm saying Prod's my. I gotta like it's like Playboy Flex, man. We always locked in, dude. Like I can't even explain
Crazy.
it. Like I don't know.
Shout
That's like
out
my soul
Playboy.
brother. Like my soul brother on like labs and shit. Like
That's
I
my
send him
soul
stuff.
brother in
I
labs.
always tap it. There's like a respect type thing, you know. It's like he sent me something. I'm always gonna, even if
Mm.
it takes me a fucking month. Like I'm gonna tap that thing. But dude, Flex, dude. I mean, because like, there's like who I want to work with, like fucking Rocky, bro. I was sending him mails, but it takes forever sometimes. You know, there's just like I say, moody ass prods and stuff. Not that I'm saying moody, but I mean, everybody's moody.
Right.
But yeah, tap the motherfucking melodies, everybody. I need some more labs sent back because I'm trying to get more songs. That's all it is. It's a cycle.
So, what you think about the underground now versus when you came in?
Okay, when I came in, there was like Summers and fucking Twin Uzis. You know, like Autumn.
Right.
They were making fire ass songs. I
Mm-hmm.
still think they had like some of their like peak songs, like that quality. Even if the mixing or whatever, like just like the aesthetic and the quality and the beats, and then their little bit of creativity. Like I feel like that was kind of like a peak type of shit for me personally. Like 1600 J, like because that's what when I was getting into like it was like I fuck with them. And then I feel like we're like who is it now? Like, it's like Laser Dim is like I can't even really say what the underground is and what it is because like to me I feel like there's so many artists and everybody would say this like artists who could have this area this whole fucking thing like like I think Auto 32 should be like get like getting up on the rounds but
Mm-hmm.
you can't choose and then once they get popularized it's like fucking leeches you know what I mean like it's almost a blessing and a curse. I feel, and I'm sure anybody who really gets on will
It
probably
is.
say the truth of it because like then you have a fucking target on your back. Really, if you're really in whole different spots and situations, in a bunch
Mm-hmm.
of ways.
Is there any like upcoming prize or artists you want to work with?
I'll tell you who I saw you did an interview with Sam Rubin. I want to lock in with him. And
Shout
there's
out
a fucking
Sam.
Simon MP3 or whatever, like MP2 Simon. If you know Simon, I fucking sent him some shit. I'll do this happens a lot where motherfuckers will hit me up, and then
Mm.
I'll lock in because I'm ready to get like if you hit me up like I'm gonna get this shit done,
Right, you ready to get to it?
and they'll like dissipate. That happens a lot just with different people. Like I say, the world is how it is. Like some people are like attracted to your beats. Like OG Pro like fucked with my beats whenever he's fucking with him. So like that's why he hopped on him, and
Like
you
different phases.
you can't force somebody, you know what I mean? So it's like shit is not meant to be. It is what it is. Like you know what I mean? Like it's like Flip Phone Shotty and Sam Rubin. Like they seem to be locked in. Like he fucks with that sound. It's like
Mm-hmm.
and that's what everybody's gonna find that area, man, where you click with everybody. You can't force some shit.
Right, yeah. You can't. You just gotta let it be what it be, and it all come full circle.
Facts.
Like
So
from it,
I'll
like a year from now, you might be working with them people. You know what I'm saying? A couple
yeah,
months from
exactly,
now. So
exactly.
that's
But
how.
dude,
I
like I'm,
mean,
I'm gonna work
that's
with
how I look
anybody.
at it.
Yeah, I'm down to work with anybody. Like that's exactly what it is. Like my favorite song and my is the next song I'm trying to work on. Like that's how I always feel.
For sure. All right, you on Forever Baby Flex? That wanting too. That was another slot.
Yeah, yeah. We had a couple. We locked in. I mean, we never locked in like as I would say like fucking supremely heavy. Like I said, I think I sent him 2 packs and he tapped one beat on each one. I believe
Oh, okay. So he might got some shit in the vault then.
that not anything new. I think he just because he took a hiatus there for a bit.
Hmm.
But yeah, he come back with a whole different direction. I believe. Yeah, I fuck with him, bro. He's fire.
Hell yeah. He did say that when I did the interview with him. Well, like I think not like in June. Like
Really.
last June. Yeah.
Nah, dude, he's fire as hell. I fuck with
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Shout out
He did,
Forever Baby Flex. I think them like the two white rappers I fuck with is Fled and him.
this dude now there's a fucking
Like
few.
if I think about it, yeah. Like rappers, yeah.
I feel like there's probably like the most fire ones now. There used to not be any of them.
Not
But
at
yeah, I agree.
all.
They're still limited, man.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot out here, but you know.
I fuck with that Brendan Jones dude. That dude is fire.
You said Brandon Jones?
Yeah, that,
I don't know
that
what
dude's
that is.
you don't know.
I don't know. I'm about to tell me.
Yeah, he's like the TikTok dude.
Oh, you say, oh, he from TikTok.
I don't necessarily know if he's from TikTok, but he'd be on Twitter and TikTok. Yeah,
Oh,
Brendan Jones. Look him up.
bet, I am.
Shit is sporadic.
Are you on that bando? They're riding around. Bando Shorty. You remember that song? I think it was with I think
Yeah,
that
I
was with
think right.
Max.
Let me see. Is it on my page or his page?
I think it's on his page.
Because we got riding around with True. And then we got AirPods, I believe. We got No Hook. Let's see. Bando Shorty fire as fuck, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out Bando Shorty. Make sure y'all tap into his tape dropping soon too.
Hell yeah, tap in.
I believe next month he said he's dropping next month.
I'm gonna peep it, bro. Every dropping. His producer selection is inspirational.
Hmm And he different too. Him and Flex go crazy. You speaking on Flex. They fire as hell. So what you got in the vault? Like how
In the
many
vault, bro.
like beats you got in the vault? You would say
A shitload. Like I mean, thousands of beats, dude.
you got
Hella
over
like
1,000. You
beats,
said
couple labs. Say what?
you got over 1,000.
I got yeah, bro. I got fucking shitload, dude. For like about 3 years, I made a beat every day, like at least one beat every day. So like, I got 112 labs in 2024 alone. So
Oh shit, you are crazy. Like all
yeah, yeah,
unreleased.
like let me go look at what the labs all together. Let's see. All right. So altogether, I got like in this one, I got 884 labs. So like that plus 100 and some, I got like that's like 1,000 right there. And then I got like over 1,000 solo beats. So I probably got like 5,000 beats and shit unused.
Damn, your ass loaded. And you still just making beats and labbing and
Yeah, bro. It's definitely obsessive. Like I'm full on obsessed about this shit. Obsessive compulsive. Like
like very routine.
I do the cover arts and everything. Like it's like yeah, it's like yeah. I'm gonna fine tune everything until I get it right. You know what I mean? That's why this album I'm really excited about, just because I feel like I fine tuned this thing in a shit gonna be fire.
You be engineering and everything too.
No, not really. I mean, I've learned how to edit stuff and do DJ mixes. Like I did a DJ mix and like I just manipulate songs. Like I'll take a song where like the dude will sound fire. He'll have like a hook, but towards the end of it, he'll probably fall off, and I'll just like cut it off where I'll create the hook, and I'll like I'll
Like slow
sound
it
it.
down.
I guess you would say I'll arrange it. I'll do the sound engineering, but I wouldn't call it all that just because like I don't know the technical terms. I do everything by ear, so I
Okay.
just in a way maybe I probably do, but
So how did you get your name? Like come up with your whole name?
I used to fucking freestyle rap, bro. So it was like I had this fucking thing. Originally, the name I had was like "Oh My God, Kid,"
You said that was
and
when you was rapping.
right, like ages ago, and I was like, and it somehow divulged into like "My God." Like I think like Warhol SS, you know that dude Warhol dot SS. He came out, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh that dot SS is cool for some reason. So I was like, I took like the "Oh My God, Kid" or whatever, and I just made it like "My God dot SS." And then eventually that took the SS off, and it was "My God." And then I was like, "Prod My God," just because it differentiates you like for the marketing. So if you go to Google, you type in "Prod My God," it's gonna take you right away to like all my shit, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And it differentiates. Like I'm gonna LLC that thing if I ever get the fucking time. Like I'm gonna LLC "Prod My God."
hmm
But yeah, man, fucking "My God" on the beat. Now I couldn't change it if I wanted to, in my opinion.
Yeah. Nah, that shit's stamped now.
But it is, bro, until it retires.
Who did your like? You did your tag. Who did your
My girl
tag?
did. My girl did the tag.
Yeah, that's the OG tag. You're like, would you like you got any other tags you gonna use, or you just gonna stick with that one?
Well, I got two of them. I got like the "My God" on the beat, and then "I Love You, My God." I put both of them on every beat now. So I got one that starts off. The first one will be "My God" on the beat, and then towards the end of the beat, it's gonna say "I love you, my God." Like, so that's how I do it.
Okay,
And then I
got
also now I incorporate different tags. Like I incorporate one of these tags that goes "fuck." So I have a "fuck" tag, but I reverse it now, so it goes "goof," like kind of like that.
you.
And then and I be doing this thing with my beats where like I'll switch them up at the end. Like I just with every beat, I just enjoy having like towards the end. I kind of like just remix the shit and have it go crazy. So I'll pitch it up, pitch it down, and then I'll add this like that pussy tag, and like I'll lower it down so low so it's like you can't even tell. So like those are some
Okay.
textures. But nah, man, those are my tags. I'm not concerned right now, unless I get like fucking Britney Spears or some shit to do it. Then
Go crazy.
my God on the bed, bitch. Britney
Right.
Spears
Yeah, yeah, you gotta go to tag.
tag is fire.
And that's how that's how you know who beat it is too. There's a lot of people that got like a lot of far tags, and
Oh
some
yeah, bro. Like
people.
like Cash Cash, for example. Another shout out to Cash
Mhm.
Cash. Hit me up,
Yeah,
dude.
shout
Let's
out
lock.
Cash Cash.
Yeah, I need to lock in with him, dude. That's another. I've already labbed with everybody else. It seems like I want to lab with him. I don't really want to lab with like Da Vinci necessarily. You know Da Vinci, just because
Hmm.
like I, I never like I don't feel like we're copacetic. Not that I mean he's fire as hell, jazz and all. But
Hmm.
for Cash Cash, I'm like, and plus Tie Dye's already linked up with him and stuff. I was like, I know Cash Cash and me we would make some fire. So I do want to
Oh
lock in
yeah,
with him.
hell yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Y'all definitely make some far shit because he make a lot of different shit too. Like he do like real, like versatile when it comes to like producing.
dude. I just think he's clean as fuck. He's got that and his ability to get placement is like he's solidified, bro. Shout out to Cash Cash. He's like one of these real deal goats in the underground in this whole
Oh,
underground thing.
oh yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. Go to like
But
a
the
motherfucker.
but the way
Uh,
that shit, like evolves, like because like I say, I think Cash Cash would probably agree with what I'd say is like you don't really know when you're at like the height of your like that period because like with
mhm.
10K, Tony Snow, and all them, like technically people are gonna say like oh like that's that was SoundCloud, that was that period because like they had their foot
Right.
on the pedal that period, even though they're still working artists. I think they like, like because I say shit comes in waves. Like shit's never, not always gonna be, oh,
Hmm.
you're the. It's like you gotta have a reason. You can't just fucking drop shit and imagine people are gonna go pay attention. Like there has to
Right.
be a drive force to it. You know what I mean? Like it has
Hmm.
to be worth of listening to. That's my opinion, and like that's where I'm at right now. Like that's why this project is like worthy of listening to. Like because I put some fucking effort into it.
Yeah, you just showing like you elevate. You got to definitely show like growth in your music.
You want to, absolutely.
I mean, that's like that should be one of the goals. You can't just be dropping music, and then you got to have like different concepts behind it too.
Definitely. I think we got a fucking AI right here.
Hmm.
Michelle Basquiat artwork.
What? Yep. AI.
Sounds like either that's a foreign person who's like learning English or something, or that's an AI.
He said forward learning English.
Yeah, sounds like a French person.
All right.
Anyway,
So what's the 5 year plan from now for you?
I got a fucking child on the way, so that's taking my whole life away.
He said, 'That.'
'Cause my next
Congratulations,
5 years,
man. Congratulations.
appreciate it, man. Fucking,
Appreciate.
that's the most. That's what I'm looking forward to. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like putting this album, dropping a lot of work, because I'm gonna have a period of time where I'm gonna have to, back off, give myself a break.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because this your first child, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so you definitely got to tap into fatherhood, and still, you just got to like juggle, adjust. It's all about
Exactly.
adjusting.
I got a lot of friends who are fathers, so I'm just gonna hit them up, talk to them about that shit.
He said,
But
get some
we got a
advice.
good. Yeah, we got a good family connection, so we gonna lean on them. We gonna do this. We gonna do this damn thing.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if you say you got a good support system.
Hell yeah, but I can already tell you, I'm already gonna be. I'm gonna be the best dad ever, man. That's how it is.
Got to. Gotta
Yes,
have that
sir.
mindset. For sure. Congrats to you and your lady.
Appreciate
This
it,
her
brother.
this her first two?
Hell yeah. Hell
He
yeah,
said
man.
he said, yeah, yeah.
With this broad, yes, sir.
I thought she was step guy.
No,
He's gonna be step
I
guy.
don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that, man.
He's I ain't with that shit. Hell
Call me
no.
uncle.
He said what?
Uncle. This is uncle.
Hell no. We gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Anything you wanna, throw out there?
Not at all, bro. I just like appreciate you doing the interview. Keep it up, man. I wish you good luck. And
For sure,
eventually,
appreciate it.
next step is gonna be in person interviews, and that should be fire. You probably do it on YouTube, like just get a camera, and then you could have an
Oh yeah.
excuse. You have an excuse to travel. You know what I mean? That should be fire.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's coming. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
That's the next
Y'all stay
step.
tuned for them in person interviews, and that's definitely gonna be a better vibe, like because you're in person,
Dead ass.
like better chemistry. You can build on and everything. But we'll go ahead and wrap it up, my guy. I appreciate you for tapping in with me for the
Absolutely.
interview.
Hell yeah.
You keep prevailing.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Wish you a lot of success and on your journey of the fatherhood and everything, and
Amen, brother. Appreciate it.
your musical journey too, for sure.
Exactly.
Keep dropping them slaps and keep putting motherfuckers on.
Yes, sir. Album coming soon, you guys. That's the next thing coming out for me.
Album coming soon. He ain't got no date yet, y'all. What? Snakes in the grass, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be within a month though. So I can guarantee that.
Yeah, y'all just stay tapped in. If y'all already tapped in, y'all get that notification when he drop. Let everybody
Absolutely.
know where they can find you at.
Find me all at Prod My God. That's all my socials. All undercase at Prod My God.
All plats.
Yep, all platforms.
Y'all tap in. My God. Salute, gang. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you.
For sure.
All right, man. Peace.
Appreciate everybody that tapped in to the My God interview. If y'all missed it, I can always go back and tap in, watch it. Make sure y'all sub. Salute to everybody that tapped into this interview. And tomorrow I got another exclusive interview at 2 p.m. So make sure y'all tap in, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Salute to TLP finally.